Did you know 80% of Greenland is covered by an ice sheet so vast it holds secrets that could rewrite history and change our future? It's Earth's greatest frozen mystery.
Welcome back. Today, we are diving deep into the biggest island on Earth to uncover the incredible hidden mysteries of Greenland. Imagine an ice mass 3 times the size of Texas. This isn't just ice. It's a frozen archive spanning millions of years of geological history. In some places, the ice is over 2 miles thick. What happens when you bury an entire landmass under that much pressure and weight? Scientists drill here for the oldest ice cores, artifacts containing air bubbles from ancient atmospheres, telling Earth's complete climate story. This ice sheet isn't static, it's constantly flowing, a slow-motion geological force carving valleys beneath its incredible weight.
If the entire Greenland ice sheet melted, global sea levels would rise by over 24 feet. That's a staggering potential catastrophe we face.
Beneath the ice, massive subglacial lakes and rivers are hidden. These unique ecosystems are completely isolated from the surface world. The surface sometimes develops dark ice, algae or soot that accelerates melting. It's a mystery why it forms so rapidly in specific areas. The sheer weight of the ice sheet is so immense that it actually deforms the Earth's crust, pushing the land down into the mantle. The Grand Canyon has a rival. The Hiawatha Mega Canyon, discovered under the ice, is longer than any canyon system on land. Speaking of Hiawatha, the massive impact crater found beneath the ice suggests a recent dramatic cosmic event changed Greenland's landscape forever. Geologists believe massive, ancient mountain ranges are completely preserved beneath the ice sheet, untouched by millions of years of erosion. Samples from the bottom of the ice have shown evidence of ancient plant life, suggesting Greenland was green relatively recently in geological terms. Imagine Greenland covered in forests and marshes, not ice. This was its reality just a few million years ago, before the major glaciations. Are there active volcanoes or geothermal hotspots deep under the ice? This heat source could explain localized, intense melt patterns. Greenland's rocks hold keys to the Nuna supercontinent, offering clues about the earliest formation of continental landmasses billions of years ago. The dramatic, deep fjords along the coast are geological masterpieces, still being shaped by retreating glaciers and powerful meltwater erosion. Around 1000 AD, Vikings settled the southern coasts, building thriving communities known as the Eastern and Western settlements. Then, they vanished. Why did the Norse colonies completely disappear by the early 15th century? Was it rapid climate change, conflict, or simply starvation? Recent forensic archaeology suggests the Norse adapted poorly to the worsening climate, struggling to transition from European farming to seal hunting. Meanwhile, the Inuit ancestors, known as the Thule, were far better adapted, sustaining themselves through superior Arctic hunting techniques. Did the Norse and the Thule meet? Historical records suggest limited interaction, fueling debate over their exact relationship and eventual fate. Mysterious runstones and artifacts found in isolated spots suggest the Norse explored far into the island's interior before their collapse. The arrival of the Little Ice Age severely hampered Norse farming and navigation, forcing difficult choices for survival or abandonment.
Satellite imagery occasionally reveals outlines of long-lost Norse farms and churches as the ice recedes, offering new, heartbreaking clues.
During the height of the Cold War, the U.S. launched Project Iceworm, an incredibly ambitious and highly secret military project in Greenland. Camp Century was the code name for a massive nuclear-powered city built entirely beneath the ice sheet, a true engineering marvel of its time. The original purpose was shocking: to hide hundreds of ballistic missiles capable of striking the Soviet Union from the Arctic flank.
It had streets, barracks, a hospital, a power plant, and even a theater, all carved deep within the slowly moving glacial ice.
Camp Century was powered by a small, portable nuclear reactor, the first of its kind, generating electricity deep under the ice for 4 years.
The military drastically underestimated how much the ice sheet would deform and shift, threatening the tunnel's structural integrity immediately.
The base was shut down just a few years later, in 1967, because the tunnels began collapsing under the immense pressure of the overlying ice.
When they abandoned it, they left the low-level nuclear waste, diesel fuel, and hazardous materials buried under the perpetual snow cover.
Decades later, scientists realized the melting ice sheet could expose this Cold War toxic waste site to the ocean, creating a massive environmental crisis.
Who is responsible for cleaning up a long-abandoned U.S. military base on Danish Greenlandic territory? The geopolitical debate is intense and unresolved. The amount of contaminated material is vast, posing a severe threat to the fragile Arctic environment if it is eventually exposed by warming.
Despite its military failure, Camp Century provided crucial data on ice mechanics and climate science that we still use for forecasting today. Climate scientists fear Greenland is rapidly approaching a tipping point where the melting becomes irreversible and self-sustaining.
Drilling deep into the ice gives us annual layers, like tree rings, offering the clearest record of atmospheric composition for over 120,000 years.
Ice core data reveals that Earth's climate has historically undergone massive, rapid shifts, not just slow, gradual changes.
By analyzing ancient pollen and volcanic ash trapped in the ice, we can reconstruct prehistoric landscapes and weather patterns in incredible detail.
Specific outlet glaciers are accelerating their flow dramatically, sliding faster toward the ocean, which scientists are still struggling to predict accurately.
The meltwater pouring off Greenland is fresher and colder, potentially disrupting the critical Atlantic Ocean Current System, or AMOC.
The loss of reflective white ice means more dark land absorbs solar radiation, speeding up the melt, a dangerous positive feedback loop.
Greenland's ice loss is the single biggest unknown variable in current sea level rise predictions for the next century, holding global fate in its balance.
Scientists use complex modeling to forecast when Greenland might become ice-free again. Predictions range from hundreds to thousands of years.
Massive ice calving events create seismic disturbances known as ice quakes, revealing the powerful, violent way the ice breaks apart. New satellite and drone technologies are constantly monitoring the changes, providing unprecedented detail on ice dynamics and loss. Crucially, the ice cores clearly show the distinct chemical signature of the Industrial Revolution, linking human activity directly to rapid warming.
The wildlife here is the epitome of survival, adapted to months of total darkness, extreme cold, and unpredictable ice conditions.
Musk oxen. These incredible, woolly survivors wander the ice-free edges, descendants of Ice Age megafauna, perfectly insulated against the cold.
The narwhals, or unicorns of the sea, use their long tusks for sensing and navigating the dense, dark Arctic sea ice, their purpose still debated.
The deep, dark fjords conceal unique deep-sea creatures, including bioluminescent organisms and endemic fish species only found here.
Polar bears, the apex predators, rely critically on sea ice to hunt seals, making them extremely vulnerable to climate-driven habitat loss.
Many birds migrate thousands of miles to breed in the short Arctic summer, yet their exact navigational routes remain a partial mystery to researchers.
The elusive Greenland wolf population is small and extremely isolated, making them genetically unique and highly vulnerable to any disturbance.
As the climate warms, new species from the south are migrating north, potentially disrupting the already fragile Arctic food web and ecosystem balance.
Greenland contains some of the oldest known rock formations on Earth, the Isua supercrustal pelt, dating back over 3.7 billion years. These ancient rocks contain possible traces of the earliest microbial life, offering a powerful window into abiogenesis, the start of life on Earth.
Greenland is strategically located near the North Magnetic Pole, which is currently drifting rapidly towards Siberia, causing navigational issues globally. As the ice melts, the Earth's crust, relieved of the massive weight, is slowly bouncing back up, causing small earthquakes and reshaping the coastlines.
The ground beneath Greenland is incredibly rich in rare earth minerals, essential for modern technology, making it a critical geopolitical asset. Karat Fjord is known for significant seismic activity, likely tied to the interplay of melting ice, crustal uplift, and underlying plate tectonics.
Believe it or not, Greenland is a source for unique gemstones like rubies, sapphires, and the distinct fluorescent pink mineral tuctopite.
The sheer age and isolation of the island make it a unique natural laboratory for studying planetary formation processes and deep time. Due to its position between the Arctic, North America, and Europe, Greenland is a vital military and surveillance hub, increasing its global strategic importance. The melting ice makes mineral extraction more accessible, leading to an intense international competition for control over these valuable resources. China currently dominates rare earth production, making Greenland's vast, untapped deposits extremely attractive to the US and Europe. Greenland, though part of the Kingdom of Denmark, seeks greater autonomy, with resource control being central to its independence streams.
Thule Air Base, a crucial U.S. radar installation, remains active in the far north, a key component of NORAD and global missile defense systems.
Chinese state-owned companies have shown strong interest in investing in Greenlandic ports and mines, raising serious security concerns among Western allies.
The warming waters are changing fishing patterns, shifting migratory routes, and causing international disputes over quotas and access. Unique adventure tourism is growing rapidly, but this influx of people brings significant challenges to the fragile, isolated infrastructure and environment.
The receding sea ice is opening up the Northwest Passage and other Arctic sea routes, drastically cutting global transit times and increasing commercial traffic.
Building roads, ports, and airports in permafrost areas is incredibly difficult and expensive, hindering crucial local development.
Nuuk, the capital, is experiencing rapid growth, struggling to balance necessary modernization with preserving traditional Inuit culture. The biggest mystery of all might be, what future will the Greenlandic people choose for themselves amidst intense global superpower interest? Traditional Inuit stories speak of mysterious lights, giant beasts, and powerful spirits that inhabit the remote, inaccessible interior and ice sheet. Pilots and researchers occasionally report unexplained aerial phenomena or strange light formations above the vast, empty interior, adding to the enigma. Beyond Camp Century, persistent rumors suggest that other secret military or scientific installations exist, hidden deeper under the moving ice.
The immense silence of the interior, broken only by the crackle of ice, creates an environment ripe for optical illusions and strange experiences for explorers. From ancient life and vanished Vikings to Cold War relics and the future of our climate, Greenland truly is Earth's greatest, coldest, and most challenging unsolved mystery. Which Greenland mystery fascinates you the most? Let me know in the comments below. Don't forget to like and subscribe for more updates.